Once you have cleansed the brows and lashes, you're ready to get started. Go ahead and place the eye pads over the bottom lashes. Make sure you don't get too close to the waterline because that could cause irritation and make the eyes water. Go ahead and check to see if there's any lashes from the top that are hidden. We don't want them stuck under the iPad, and then go back over the bottom lashes with some tape. This will just make sure that everything stays nice and secure for you. Now we're going to examine the lashes to see what shield we should use. Here I've selected a small as her lashes are not that long and they don't go up that high on the shield. I'm also looking at the coarseness of her lash, and since they pop back into place right away, she's gonna do the 12 to 14 minute lifting on step 1. 12 to 14 minutes. So I've placed adhesive on the shield. Give it a couple seconds before you put it on the eye. This will make sure it's nice and tacky, and also get as close to the lash line as possible. Make sure there's no gaps between her lashes and the shield. This would cause an underwhelming lash lift. It wouldn't look good at all. Very important that you take your time on this part. Make sure the inner corners of the shield are also all the way to where her inner corner lashes are going to be able to be placed on the shield. So you don't want to be too far in, you don't want to be too far out. Now I'm going to take the balm, which I absolutely love. It's really nice and pliable. I'm going to brush her lashes downward and apply some on the shield. And then with my microfiber brush, I'm going to start brushing the lashes over the shield. So the balm is an alternative to the traditional lash adhesive. It's a lot easier to work with. It's really fast too. The lashes just go right onto the shield really nicely. Just make sure that none of your lashes look wonky. However they look on the shield is how they're going to look once you're done. Make sure those baby lashes are on there too. So step 1, this is our lifting solution. We're gonna place from the root of the lash, starting on the outer corner, working our way in because we want these lashes to actually have the solution on the longest. And we're not going all the way to the tip. I'm about 3/4 of the way on the lash. Make sure everything's nicely coated and then place the cellophane. This will actually help to create heat, which will help the lifting process. I've cut out parts of the second eye, but I've done the same on both eyes. Now I'm gonna go ahead and start on the brows. And you definitely wanna brush the hairs downward as well as on the other side of the brow hair so that both sides are nicely coated. We don't have to really do much styling on this part. This is just going to relax the brow hair. The biggest thing is we don't want to cause irritation to the skin, so we don't want to use anything that would be too hard. And if we get it on the skin, I went over with a Q-tip to remove any solution that may be on the skin to not cause irritation. And I'm also going to cover that with cellophane. So now that both lashes and brows are covered, they've both been processing. Once the processing part is done, I'm going to remove the cellophane. I'm going to remove the solution with a dry Q-tip. It's really important that your Q-tip is dry. I'll go ahead and do that for both eyes and both of the brows. And now I'll go in with step 2 to the lashes first, working from the outer corner towards the inner. Same thing, we want to make sure it's nicely coated, but not going all the way to the tip from the root to about 3/4 of the way. And I will actually do the same thing for the eyebrow. Make sure you have a generous amount and that you don't miss any of the eyebrow hairs. Cleaning up with a Q-tip. I'm going to take a dental brush and I'm going to brush upward and curved over. So up and curved to the side. You never want to overextend the eyebrow hair or make them straight up. So going in an upward but curved motion is best. It looks more natural and it's not too hard on the eyebrow hairs. So I will go ahead and cover both. Now I have 2 different timers going, by the way. I have one for my lashes and one for the brow so I don't get confused. And whichever eye I start on first is the one I remove first. So right now I'm using a dry Q-tip to remove step 2. And after the dry, I'm going to go in with a damp Q-tip. I'll do the same with the eyebrows. Now I'm going to mix my color. I chose a blue-black. We're doing the lashes. And you'll need equal parts of tint, developer, and step 3 in the kit that I used is a nourishing product that I actually also mixed in with my tint. So I'm using a brush to apply. Since the cuticles are open, we used a chemical already. We're actually going to leave the tint for only 5 minutes. And this model is a teenager. She wanted her brows more on the natural side, so I'm actually not going to tint her brows in the service, just the lashes. And we're doing a little bit of a brow cleanup. I did all around her eyebrow, the top and the bottom and the middle with wax. I also went in a little bit with tweezers. Now I'm removing the shield and I'm going to clean the tint off of her lashes with a damp Q-tip and also cleaning her eyelids. Once everything's been nicely cleaned, we'll go ahead and remove everything.